Welcome to the live sale. How are y'all doing today? Thank you guys so much for joining me here today live, back on another Tuesday sale. Obviously, we are doing another solo sale here today. Misty is still on the mend, as many of you know. She was able to go live yesterday and give a little bit of a health update. So if you haven't seen that yet, you can certainly check that out. And that is on Misty's channel, Thrifter, Junker, Vintage Hunter. It's just one of those bumpy roads to recovery, but overall, she is still doing well enough, I guess. So yes, thank you guys for being here. Obviously, we are doing a solo sale. We've got quite a few items lined up for today's sale. I am able to start. We're on track today. We're starting a little bit earlier. That way we can give our shout outs and we can go over all of the nuts and the berries of it all. We don't have to rush through that. Kim, thank you. For saying to check out the preview. It is, of course, I do post the previews on Instagram, and it is the Cult of Vintage, just like it is here on YouTube. Of course, I do post the preview images here on the community page of the Cult of Vintage, and I'm going to give a shout out to Ruthie for thank you for the reminder for folks and for posting. But if you didn't know, you do now have the opportunity to click on the community link on the Cult of Vintage here on YouTube. And it does, in fact, allow you to post pictures. You don't have to post a picture. You can just type something in there. And anybody who follows along with the Cult of Vintage, the YouTube channel, is able to see that and respond to it. So if you haven't done that yet, check it out. There's not a whole lot over there. Ruthie posted the first image, so thank you for doing that, Ruthie, kind of getting the ball rolling. But I do welcome and invite you. That space is for us. It's no longer just for me. You can share your new favorite find. You can share your collection. You can share items that you purchased from me and share with everybody how you choose to display those items in your home. Again, that space is for us to post. It is for you to post. It is an opportunity to get to know one another a little bit better. And that does not rely on me being live. That is available to you 24/7. So shout out to YouTube for making that feature available to me. I think that they're going to roll it out. I know that there were a couple of other, Tina from A Vision in Vintage. I know she has had it for a little bit. So I was really excited to get that notification that it was available here in the Cult of Vintage. So please check it out. Take advantage of it if you would like. I know I would greatly appreciate it. I love seeing your guys' collections and the way that you display things. And I've definitely gotten some inspiration from you guys. So maybe you can start getting inspiration from one another. All right. So again, StreamYard with its update. It's a little convoluted to highlight folks in the chat. So I'm going to do my very best here to give some shout outs to those of you that are able to join me live. And if you're not and you're checking out the replay, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully you get some laughs out of today's sale, if anything else. Shout out to Miss Kim, again, Miss Desert Gal Curious, of course, to Miss Ruthie B. Ladies, thank you for being here. We've got Miss Stephanie is joining us again in the chat. How are you doing today? Miss Stephanie, tell Tim I say hello. We've got Miss Shannon. Shannon, always a pleasure. Thank you so much for being here. Melanie, how are you doing today? Thank you for taking time out of your day. Miss Deannie girl, how are you doing today? Thank you for being here. Really appreciate that. Perla girl, how you doing today, woman? Hope you're having a good day so far today. Rob, how are you today? Thank you for joining us. We got Miss Karen G in the chat. How you doing today, Miss Karen? Always a pleasure. Cheryl, hope that you have had a good day so far. You're probably winding down from the day. I hope you did have a good one. Miss Sharon Wong, hello, how are you doing today? Thank you, Sharon. I really do appreciate that. Miss Angela, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. We got John the Reseller is with us in the chat. Apologies to anybody I may be jumping over. Miss Elaine, how are you today? We got Miss Tracy is back with us and Miss Glowy. Ladies, always a pleasure. KK, how are you doing today? What are you doing? You're going to pick up two 10-week-old kittens today from the shelter. Congratulations, lady. Oh, sounds like you're going to have literally your hands are going to be full. Congratulations again. Very excited for you. Hey Marina, Ki ora, how are you doing today? Thank you for being here. Miss Brandon B, girl, always a good time seeing you. Graf, how are you doing today? Thanks for joining us here today live. It's 101. I think we're doing pretty good. So to anybody out there that is new or it's been a while since you've been able to join me here on a live sale, thank you so much. Welcome to and welcome back. I greatly appreciate it. As I said, we've got some great things. They definitely, it's a wide breadth of different items from decor to collectibles, from cute and kitschy to a little strange and unusual. We've got glass, we've got wood, we've got books, we've got toys. My goodness, I like to bring a variety, right? Variety, it's the spice of life, and we're keeping it spicy and flavorful here. So let's do some nuts and berries of it all, shall we? So if you are new, if it's been a while since you've been with me at the sale and you do want to make a purchase, or you would perhaps maybe just like to get your information out there, you're welcome to send me your contact information. It's right here in the banner. It's thecultofvintage at yahoo.com. You're going to see that pop up throughout the course of the sale. It is, of course, the pinned comment if you're watching. It's right here, or it's the top comment if you're watching on a tablet. It's again the Cult of Vintage at Yahoo. Of course, it's in the description of the video. The information is the same as it always is. It, of course, is going to be your real name. If it's different than your YouTube username, your full shipping address, including your zip code, so you can get you the discounted shipping. And last but not least is the email address that you use for PayPal. And a quick reminder, if you don't have a PayPal account, you are not interested in getting a PayPal account, you can still make a purchase. Just send me the same email with the same contact information and just request a guest link. I'll reply to that email. It'll have a PayPal link. You can check out as a guest. You don't have to sign up for an account. You do enter your shipping information, but you don't have to sign up for an account. Whether you have an account or you don't have an account, please keep in mind that you are free to use whatever method of payment that PayPal accepts. It makes no difference to me, I'm aware of. So yeah, definitely. Packing, I of course am going to be shipping from Ohio. I do all of your packing, all of your invoices. That will go out this evening. Hey H, how you doing? So do look out for your invoice. Again, that will be this evening. I do ask that you do pay your invoices within 3 business days. That would be Friday afternoon, payday for most people. So do be on the lookout for that. Of course, I will send reminders. And on the 3rd attempt, I will send a direct link. If after the 3rd attempt in 24 hours, the invoice is not paid for, it will be canceled, and then you got to go on the veto list, the whammy list. And we're not talking about the Pammy whammy. Hey, Belle, how are you doing today? Hey, Miss Enamor Amy. Thank you, ladies, for being here. Now, we're going to run the sale like we do. I have a couple of quick claim items. The rest of it, of course, is going to be offer up. We're going to run it like we typically do. quick claim. I'll show you the item. I'll tell you the price. We're going to assign a random number to it. The first person that puts in that corresponding number, they of course are going to, hey, Ms. Gutierrez, they of course are going to be the winner of the item. Hey, Heather Gibbs, how you doing today, woman? Marina. Oh, but with the claims, I will honor just in cases today. So if you'd like to use a just in case, you are welcome to do that. It's not an obligation. It's not a commitment. You don't have to do it. If you don't want to do it, then you don't have to do it. Just keep in mind that I am going to be honoring them. I do ask the same things that I always ask. If you would like to use a just in case, that you have been an active bidder up until that point, just makes it fair for everybody. And of course, that's right, it's in play. And of course, that you hold on to your just in cases until you hear the countdown. You don't want to show your hands too soon. Now, we do have back with us, yes, boys and girls, we do have back with us our official bid ender. It is the one, it is the only, it is Miss Ruth the B joining us back here as our official bid ender. As always, I want to give a huge shout out to Ruthie. A round of applause from those of you out there. The woman consistently takes time out of her day to help me here on the sale, and I really, truly do appreciate that. Where is it at? I really do not like this new StreamYard chat thing. It's so limited. It's, girl, I can see you on the tablet, the comment on the tablet, but I quite literally can't see you in StreamYard. Thank you, Ruthie B, for being our official bid ender. I want to give a huge round of applause to our other moderators, to Miss Kim, Miss Desert Gal Curious, of course, to Miss Karen Gillette, and joining us today, Miss Enamour Amy. Ladies, I say it in every sale because it does bear repeating how much I do appreciate you taking time out of your lives to help me here on this sale. It is greatly appreciated, and y'all do a wonderful job. So thank you all so very much. I do appreciate it. And thank you, everybody, for sharing your appreciation also. It is my brain. I'm telling some of y'all, I know, I'm just like, melty, 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 melty. It is brutal out there for so many of us. It's not just the temperature, but it is that evil, hateful humidity. Ooh. I told mom, I was like, ooh, this is some down south weather. What is going on? We're in Ohio. We don't need all of this. Okay, let's do it. I'm going to start the sale off with a quick claim. Now, here's the deal. When I purchased this item, I was under the impression that it worked. But no, it don't work. It don't work. Now, I'm not mad at it because I think as a decor piece, it's an exceptional decor piece. But danged if she don't work. She doesn't work. I put in a brand new battery, made sure that it was level. I did the whole 9 yards, and it doesn't work. So it is quite literally, it's wall decor at best. Like I say, it does not function. C'est la vie. Y'all, it is the pink kitty cat clock. Okay. She displays beautifully. Yes, she does have her tail. Okay. So she displays beautifully. I did clean her up. So she is ready to be mounted onto the wall. It is just simply that little hook back here, a nail, a screw, a wall hanger. It's entirely up to you. Unlike the classic Kit Kat clock, she is kitty cat because clearly she is a lady. Look at those lashes. She's got her pearl necklace on, and obviously she is in pink. It is, like I said, it's a clock. The new ones, they do still make these. They always do them in limited runs, so you've got to like scramble to get them. But unlike the original ones, which these always remind me of my grandmother who did have a Kit Kat of the black, the original that had the cord. You had to plug them in. The new ones, it's the easiest way to tell. They utilize a battery. Like I said, I did put a new battery in here. I did hold her against the wall. I had the tail in. The tail just simply slides in. There's a little piece down here. It's really no fuss, no muss, but she doesn't work. It looks like it just because the tail is moving the eyes. Y'all know how it works. It's a 50s kitsch, but golly, it don't work. It doesn't. It does not. I used to have the black one and it worked. And I had it hanging on the wall for the longest time and I ended up selling it. But so that said, we're selling her just as a display piece. She's a wall hanging. She's going to be a quick claim. It's $20. If anybody is interested, honestly, it's what I paid for it with. I thought I was getting a great deal. The lies of it all. It's $20. If you want to fiddle with it, I mean, you're welcome to, but it's $20. She's freshly cleaned. If anybody is interested in her, again, she's just going to be a wall hanging, not as a clock, okay? They did make purple. Girl, they've made so many different colors of these things at this point. She's $20. If you're interested, just put in the number 85. The number 85. Do I? Yeah, that's where it's Karen. We are get it, L Carver. She put it in 20. I was like, you got it, lady. The Kit Kat clock, and I really do appreciate that. Thank you. I think she is still well worth it as a display piece. They obviously, if they work, they sell for more, but it is what it is. So thanks, lady. Do appreciate you. She's coming to you. She's still really super cute. So woo woo, it is what it is. Yeah, Karen, same here. It's like 93, but then with the humidity, it feels like it's 105. I can't. I'm just like, agreed, Belle. She is. Where you at? In Brooks, Maine. We do have a little bit of a breeze, so that kind of helps. Thankfully, it's coming from the south, so the air quality is a little bit better. That is something I'm also not really used to. Okay, let's do this. I'm really excited to do one of these. This is the first of kind of two of these that I have. Oh gosh, it's specific, but I think it might appeal to some different kinds of folks for different reasons. I'm going to start it at $18 if anybody, of course, is interested. It's a Warner Brothers book. Interestingly enough, I didn't really know that they had a publication division, but they do. It is a Warner Brothers book. It is published in 1986. 1986. It is a first edition, but it was published as a paperback. Okay. It is called Learned Pigs and Fireproof Women. Look at the cover. I mean, just look at the cover. That immediately, look at this guy over, like she's reaching into the fire. He's does not have arms. He's playing, what is it, the violin? Yes, he's playing the violin with his feet. It's giving circus vibes. So what it is exotic, delightful, and exceptional book, says the New York Times. Learned Pigs and Fireproof Women, unique, eccentric, and amazing entertainers, stone eaters, mind readers, poison resistors, daredevils, singing mice, etc., etc., etc. Now, it is predominantly black and white. There are a couple of color photos in here. Again, this book was published in 1986, but what it does is it highlights a variety of different kind of talents, shall we say, and they really do run the gamut. Mental Marvel, The Pig-Faced Ladies, The Man Who Grows, more than the sum of their parts. Matthew Businger, Sarah Biffin, and other anomalies of nature. Blind Tom, Max Malini, The Last of the Mountebanks, Dados, The Man Who Knew Too Much, Equine. A lot of it is very much like 1930s and earlier. So it's just, like I said, it's predominantly black and white. Warner Brothers publication from, oops, well, hello, from 1986. There are these interesting sheet music pages also. Now, some of it, depending on how comfortable you are, there's some very strange images in here. So that is something to keep in mind if you're kind of sensitive to those kinds of things. But you've got all kinds of circus banners, kind of like sideshow acts, unusual things, early, what was it, Barnum and Bailey circus kind of things, Victorian, early or late 19th century flyers, exhibits. Here's a magician with his dog as his sidekick. Of course, we've got the clowns. But the illustrations in this are quite, here's the pig-faced lady. It says, between these covers is the most satisfying array of oddities, marvels, and novelties that has been gathered together in a blue mood. Here's another one. There's quite a few, it's a pretty substantial book too. So if you do want to be entertained, Willard, The Man Who Grows, novelty with comedy. I just thought the illustrations in it were exceptional. We're all about the pictures. We're all about the pictures. It's the gem. Robert Heller, pianist. Prison Gate Tour and humorist. Heller's Wonders, Second Sight, Miss Heller. There's even a puppet show guy in here. So anyhow, it is from, again, 1986, Warner Brothers Publications, all kinds of like circus, sideshow, magicians. I don't know. The art was pretty exceptional to it. Like I said, the vast majority is black and white. I know that there were, oh, look at this one. I just love this old circus stuff. It's just so fabulous. And if you are, thank you, Dusty, I got you. But if you are like a scrapbooker or if you're like an ephemera lover, you can make a photocopy of a lot of this stuff and really, because there's so many like banners and announcements that you could do a lot with this. So there we've got some color images. Again, the gentleman, it looks like he's a double amputee and is playing the violin with his feet. Oh, well, he can apparently play cards. What is going on? He can play cards and the trombone. We've got some more color illustrations in here. That's quite daring. And a hot air balloon with like a platform. That looks totally safe. Clearly nothing could go wrong there. This guy is being drugged in a sack for some particular reason behind a horse. Again, nothing could go wrong there. This horse, look at these. This horse is on a swing. They're doing, that's a Multi-trick pony right there. Ooh, look at. Yeah, I bet your eyes are bugging out. Well, what are you doing, man? So then we flip back into, there's more color. There's more color. This one's fabulous too. Look at that. And here she is on the cover, reaching into that fire. You won't believe until you see, come then and judge of me. I can't. Standing in her amidst a blaze of fire, holding her arm over the flame of lighted candles. So apparently, oh, she's got her foot. Oh my gosh. She's got her foot down here in the brazier. Like, she's just fireproof. Sister friend is fireproof. Oh, and this guy apparently eats frogs. Uh, oh, Miss Poppin McGill's getting in on the action. How can you not love this stuff? And if you love this stuff, wait till you see the next book that I got. Some of you may know, some of you may not, but it's one hell of a book. Okay, so we've got Poppy's holding it down at 20. Thank you, Dusty, for your bid also. Sorry, I'm just distracted myself by the book. I think it's pretty amazing. So let's do the countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up be damned. Ooh, what's that? Ah! He's getting cooked by the devil. Oh, thank you, Miss Ruthie, for the bid. And we gotcha. Poppy, I certainly appreciate it, but Dusty played it safe with that just in case. So at 21, what is it? Learned Pigs and Fireproof Women Girl. It's, I mean, the title alone, come on. Thank you, Dusty. Appreciate you. All right. So I do have quite a few antique books too, by the way. I'm going to go ahead and switch to another quick claim. I have three of them. Oh, I didn't put in start. Sorry, guys. So what we're going to do is yeah, I did. We're going to claim it at 18, but I do have three of them. I do have three of them that are available. If anybody is interested, you can claim one, two, or all three, and I will let the first person choose which particular one that they would like. So what I have here, hold on, one of them is clearly marked, the other two, of course, are not. Well, on the bottom of one of them does have a paper label, and it is Japan. Okay, so these are Japan ones. These are not like the German ones. But these are little Santa Clauses, little felt and wool Santa Clauses. They are each on circular disc for a stand. This Santa is complete, and he does have his very classic little bottle brush tree or twig, if you will. Each of them measures approximately 4.5 inches tall. They're not exact, so it could be off like a millimeter or two, give or take. But these are the Japan paper faces. So that is one Santa. Okay. This Santa, I don't know. I think he may very well be a circus performer himself. His hands are there, but he is missing his tree. Okay. So this will be Santa without tree. Now, his wire is coming through on the bottom. But what I will tell you is that he does still, in fact, he does still stand up. Okay. So he's not like wobbly or anything. You think he would be. but he's not. So he does stand up quite nice and straight too. So it'll be Santa without tree. We do have a third Santa, and this Santa, he does have his tree. He's got some loose threads. So this will be loose thread Santa. Their faces are near identical, as close to identical as can be. So this will be loose Santa. This will be no tree Santa. And this will be tree Santa. Oh, I picked them up wrong. No tree, tree here in the front, and loose thread Santa. Okay. But overall, honestly, the biggest issue is him missing his tree. You know, the red is still a vibrant red. The black, this paper, a lot of times you'll find that the paper is coming loose, and sometimes you'll see that a lot of it is like Japanese newspaper underneath it, which is pretty cool. Again, about 4.5 inches tall. They're only $18 each. I kind of based the price on this particular one, but if you want the other two, totally up to you. So it's $18 each. You can claim one, two, or all three. Just put in the number 12. The number 12, if anybody is interested. And you can pick a Santa 2 or 3. No tree. Focus. Thank you, Deannie. I see you. No, wait. Oh, Ruthie. I got Ruthie first. Sorry, Deannie. This is tree. And then we got loose thread. Wow. He looks like he's breakdancing. All right, Miss Ruthie. Thank you, everyone. Ruthie, Deannie, Elaine. Thank you so much. Miss Ruthie, oh, well, sorry, ladies. Ruthie said she wants all three. So congratulations and thank you, Ruthie. All three. There is a huge horsefly down here. All three are coming to you. Elaine, Deannie, thank you so much. I do appreciate you. Okay. What should we do? Um, I'm going to do this one. Ooh, okay. There is a small condition issue to this particular piece. I'm going to show that to you first. Michael, wait. What? Oh, tree. Okay, got it. Thanks. So then, Deannie, I do still have no tree and loose thread. If you are interested in either one of those, you let me know. Miss Deannie. I'm loose thread. Okay, thank you, Deannie. Appreciate it. Miss Elaine, we do still have two that are available. This is going to be loose thread Santa, and this will be no tree Santa, but it would be $18 for either or both, up to you. And then if Miss Elaine is not interested, we will still have both of these available. Again, if anybody is interested in either of those two, you would just put in number 12. Miss Elaine, she is going for both. Thank you, everybody, for helping me clarify. Tree and three, if you're looking quickly, I mean, you gotta admit, they do look same. All right, Elaine, thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, starting over. And let me go ahead and repeat myself. I'm going to start the next item off at $25. There is a condition issue. Um, and I'm going to be unbiased. As somebody who loves these and does keep an eye out for them, while there is a condition issue comparatively, especially starting it off at $25, I think it's pretty gosh darn good. Okay. It is the Rempel. This is the large squeak tuxedo frog condition issue. There is a tear to his vinyl right here on the foot. See it right here. And then we have a split right here. I don't know. It's right here. This one, it's not like down here. It's very clearly identifiable, but it is there. Okay. I do want to let you know that it is there. So he is the soft vinyl Rempel uh, tuxedo jacket frog. He does, of course, have his mark here on the back. Squeeze here. He doesn't, he kind of just is like, then his Rempel is down here on his booty. Hello, my darling. Hello. Yes, he does look like the what was that? The WB, the Warner Brothers frog. Remember that? He does give that vibe. He absolutely gives that vibe. He's still, the vinyl is still soft too, by the way. A lot of times you'll find them, and for whatever reason, Rumple's vinyl, it becomes rock hard, which I'm honestly not that mad at, especially if you're just displaying them, because sometimes it makes it a lot easier for them to be displayed. He still is soft, squishy, and a little floppy. That said, if you do want to display him, I would recommend a doll stand. That way he can stand up. He is coming in at 9.5 inches tall, 9.5 inches tall. He does have, of course, some paint wear. We can see that, his white is not a bright, gleaming white anymore. I'm not mad at it. I kind of like it on the Rimples when they show their age. He's from is this one from the 30s? Oh, I can't remember. This did come in several sizes, Melanie. I did have a smaller one that I had sold. This is the largest of the collection. So there he is. Again, Remples. He has a particular name, but do you think I can remember it? Yeah. Yeah, there definitely is. He's giving you Wind in the Willows vibes, or like Frog and Toad kind of vibe. Like he does have, agreed, he does have that look. So again, it is the Rempel Squeaker Frog, 9.5 inches tall. He does have a split here, and then the beginnings of one between his collar and his face. Okay. But if there's no interest, I'm going to set him to the side. I'm going to keep it moving. Okay. What do we want to do next? Let's do a little jewelry. We're going to start her off at 15. I don't, hey Peacock Parlor, how you doing today? Um, we don't have the manufacturer on it. It is set in like a patinaed or aged gold tone to it. Okay. There's no hallmark, there's no marking on this particular one. The colors are really interesting. I gotta tell you, Richard picked this one out. He was obsessed with this one. So it is 1 7/8 inches at its widest diameter, 1 7/8 inches at its widest diameter. I think it's pretty classic. And it is going to go great for those of you that love your earth tones, and especially if you go hard on your fall wardrobe. Bam. There we've got those gorgeous, faux smoky quartz. Okay, we've got 3 cuts in the square. We've got a round center cut. Again, it's a faux smoky quartz. And then we have four, believe it or not, of the marquees. But do know it's like a satin glass effect to it. Now, They almost look like a silver, but I have a feeling it's more so because of the backing and the way that, because this is a satin glass and because of the backing, it almost gives like a gold gray green kind of hue to it. Isn't that lovely? It's just an unusual piece. I will say that. Again, we don't have a manufacturer on it. It's like in 1950s. We have the Y back with the grommeting on there, a little bit of filigree work. And we spin it around here to the front. And I love it because you'll know around, yes, Ruthie, around the center stone, we do have little fleur-de-lis. So we've got 6 of the fleur-de-lis. Isn't that fun? Agreed, Heidi. You know, fall with weather like this, I'm already looking. Thank you, Stephanie. I see you, girl. It's does the heat have you thirsty, Amy? Are you seeing root beer, Coca Cola? You know your favorite caramel colored sody pop iced tea. Why not? Why not? Peacock, I got you in at 15. We do have Miss Stephanie holding it at first 15. So thank you, ladies, both. Again, it's 1 7/8 inches. She's thirsty. She's so thirsty. 1 7/8 inches. Dr. Pepper. Peacock is coming back in at 16. Thank you, ladies. So 1 7/8 inches at its widest diameter that I measured. There is no hallmark, there is no manufacturer's mark on it. But again, 1950s settings here on the back in like a burnished antiqued gold. So it's not super vibrant. Okay. Let's do the countdown. Here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. I do prefer Coca-Cola, not gonna lie. Oh, Miss Stephanie got her just in case. What do we got? We're gonna call it root beer bid end. Root beer fleur-de-lis bid end. Thank you, Ruthie B. Peacock, I really do appreciate you. However, and girl, right before that bid end, at 17, Miss Stephanie's seeing Coke. She's seeing a good Coca-Cola right there on that one. It's coming to you, lady, at 17. Congratulations and thank you. What do we want to do next? I don't know. I've got a lot of books, so let's go ahead and do some books. This one, okay, this is coming out of my private collection. So, private collection. And I'm going to start it at $20. Okay. This is publication date is 1881. 1881 is your publication date. Now, overall, it's in really good antique condition. Minimal shaking. Let me double check. Y'all, I was going through so many books yesterday and trying. Okay, so we do have some splitting. There's the back. It's tall. Well, I'm gonna show you the front. She's tall, right? And by tall, I mean 12.5 inches. 12.5 inches tall. It's a tall book. Okay. Y'all know this. Now, I have never seen one of these before. I have seen, and you'll recognize maybe the Chatterbox name, right? But this, you can tell it's super thin. Like the normal Chatterboxes, they're probably like 10 inches, right? Much thicker. They're not this big and thin, but this is the Chatterbox Quarterly. The Chatterbox Quarterly. We do have a paper image that's been glued onto the front. You will note that there are some nicks to it. There's like some crease lines or some age line wrinkles. There's some wrinkles. You're seeing it here, over here. Okay. Overall, really good condition. It is stitched together. So I do want to show you, like here, there is some splitting that is happening. Hey Joe, how you doing? All right. But every page has, well, I shouldn't say, at least every 2 pages. There you have the cover in a black and white. Y'all, the lithographs in this are exceptional. Look at this. I don't know if it's really translating the way that it is in real life. You would swear these images were made with today's technology. They are so detailed, so crisp. Look, the horse has got his feed bag on. The chickens are flying around trying to get some loose grain. Little girl with her dog. They are all black and white. But y'all, I'm telling you, look at the animals, the exotic animals here. These illustrations are just, oh, c'est magnifique. We do have some boxing, happening. What is going for the morning bath? Little duckies. So good. Skating in the rink. Look at the ice skating rink. The book and the illustrations are stunning. We do have some religion. David killing Goliath, pretty graphic. He's got David's holding up Goliath's head there. Blah. Elijah and the Bears. Look at these. It's just absolutely phenomenal. Look at this, was teasing puppy's mama. The intricacy of this. I mean, this is, oh, look at that. Get it, Glowy. Did somebody bid 20 and I just missed it? Or you're holding it down, girl. Miss Glowy's holding it down. Appreciate you. Every page. Let me find, like, look at the detail. Yes, thank you for the reminder. 1881. Now, the pages, like, these are thicker too. Like the traditional chatterboxes, they're on like the pulp, the wood pulp. So they're very, like, especially with age, they've become very brittle. So you really have to handle them with care. Not to say that you wouldn't handle this with care, but it's easily 4 times the thickness of the paper. I wouldn't say that they're glossy, but they're not entirely matte either. So the paper on these is a little bit nicer than what you would get out of a traditional chatterbox. I mean, legit, every page is illustrated. But look at this. He's got his gooses. They're cooked. Okay, I'm going to show one more. Oh, look at the tiger. I mean, these are big illustrations. They're not like the little ones. All right. And your Glowy's got it at 21. Let me find, I'm going to do, well, let's do, okay. So here's the angels. But wait, look. How beautiful are these? It's called Jesus, Mary, and James. This is what it's titled. Titles are down at the bottom of the pages. A little difficult to show. Okay, I really am going to just do one more and then we're going to do the countdown. Okay, let's see what else I do. I'm back. Let's leave it on Italian mother and child. Isn't that gorgeous? All right, Miss Chloe's holding it down at 21. Let's do the countdown. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. Isn't that fabulous? Mm, he's escaping. You know they were up there to no good. What does it say? The escape of David. hmm David. 20, $21. Thank you, Ruthie, for the bid end. Glowy, it's coming to you at 21. Getting distracted, sorry. Thank you, Chloe. All right, hey. Um, let's do this. Where do I have it listed? Oof. Okay. Next piece, I'm going to start off at 25. Frankly, I had every intention of keeping it. I don't have room. This is quite exceptional. There is paint loss to the piece, and it's clearly discernible. But it is the crucified Jesus. Okay, and he is here on the pillar. It is some kind of like a plaster that has been painted. You will note that there is missing paint. The thing that makes this really interesting, there are two things. One, the eyes are inset and they are glass. Okay. Two, his crown of thorns. And if anybody is interested in this piece, please keep this in mind. These are rusty nails and they are sharp. Okay. So we do have the painted blood coming down, of course, from the crown of thorns. It's just an absolutely unusual piece. All right. It is coming in at 9 inches tall, 9 inches tall on this piece. It does have a felt bottom on it, a brown felt bottom. And I love it because he is portrayed in the skin tone of like a Middle Eastern. So it's a little bit more true to form, Jesus, right? But 9 inches tall, that's not like to the point of his, ooh, I got a little dust on there, to the point of his crown, but it is to the top of his head. All right. I think it's an exceptional piece. I know it's very specific, but I just absolutely love him. You do have like the religious icons, things of that nature. The eyes really do it for me. Those glass eyes, brown inset. I mean, there's even teeth painted. Can you see them down there? It's very, obviously, it's very Catholic. and its depiction of Christ. I know, Heidi, I agree. Yes, H. The wear to me really adds an aesthetic element to it that I like. See it on the side there. Cam, you're really digging the eyes. I know. I think the eyes are beautiful. For some people, it makes it creepier. Respect. To me, I don't know. I think it adds a lot of beautiful elements to it. Yes, Debbie, definitely, definitely. All right, so we started him off at, what did we start him off at? At 25, it is 9 inches tall. It is like a plaster, molded plaster that's been painted. We do have the real, what are these? Nails and the glass inset eyes. The glass inset eyes. No interest. I'm going to set him to the side. Um, let's do, I'm going to do another book. This book, in my opinion, I got some strange things on today's sale. I am starting this one off at $20. $20 for this book. It is 19, it's a 1975 publication. It is the Sideshow. It is the photo album of human oddities. Okay. There's one condition issue. It is right here to the cover. You can see here there was some paper lift about 3/4 of an inch right here, but otherwise the binding is nice and tight. Okay. So there is your cover, 1975. Here is your back. Look at that. You got all of the circus performers. It's like giving Greatest Showman vibes, right? They are outside of their theater. Images are black and white. Again, published in 1975 from a publication company that I have never heard of. I'm gonna Amjon. You see it here. Amjon, Amjon. Thank you, H. Yeah, it was just like I said, if you're sensitive to these kind of things, definitely probably want to look away. But obviously at one time, people paid. You know, the human deformities of folks. His hand. A lot of it clearly, with exploitation, it fell out of favor. They really stopped, by and large, like the quote unquote freak shows or sideshows stopped in the predominantly stopped in the mid late 70s, though I will say we had a county fair. And I remember as a kid, they had, and it was billed as a freak show. I didn't go in. I remember my cousin went in, and it scared the hell out of me too much. And I was like, I'm not going in there. That went on. I was probably like 6 or 7. So, I mean, that was like 85. Like, we still had one in 1985, like in rural central Pennsylvania. So, again, photo album of human oddities, 1975, Amjon, black and white throughout, beautiful photography. Clearly, you're going to be like 1800s, late 1800s, early 1900s. It's just a fascinating look. It is a piece of history. Stephanie, thank you for your bid of 20. It's a really, really incredibly unique look. It's very specific Some of y'all are like, please stop showing us. And then we've got, of course, our little people. Oh, this one, what is her name? Uh, if you ever saw American Horror Story, and then they did the Freak Show one, her, Ma Petite, that is who this character was based off of. Oh shoot, who Salt and Pepper? She is in here too. The real Schlitzie. Not only she also performed as a sword swallower. Gosh, y'all, I'm sorry, my phone keeps. Um, so if so, there are a few of you that may know this, but like if you remember, who was it, Bela Lugosi? That was in Dracula, and it was directed by a gentleman called Todd Browning. And then you remember, or maybe you do, maybe you don't, American Horror Story, and it was the freak show. It was the circus one. There was a particular scene. I think that they were showing a black and white movie, and the black and white movie was called Freaks. Well, it was one of Todd Browning's earlier films that he did. Todd Browning did a lot of very strange things, but it was shot in 1932. It was black and white, but it focused on circus performers, more so like the freak show circus performers. And there was a woman who was trying to marry a little person for money. And it was just this whole, oh, you know it, sweet. Okay, yes. Schlitzie right here was in was in Freaks, but then they also had Pepper in American Horror Story, who was based on Schlitzie here. And then again, you had Ma Petite, but Ma Petite was real as well. Pepper was played by an actress who was not did not have any mental health issues, but that is who Ma Petite was based off of. So these were people, real life people. Some of them made quite a bit of money. Others of them, they were just treated, of course, horribly and exploited. You do have a lot of like the heaviest woman in the world. You've got the Lizard Man. It was, the Lizard Man was somebody that was just heavily tattooed. You've got very tall people, the world's tallest man. So it's just an amazing look back. I'm trying to be mindful because some of these, there's your bearded lady. Oh my gosh, Melanie, let me tell you what. Angela, I got you 22. Todd Browning's Freaks did in fact use real people that worked in the circus. So it was just, I remember I was actually down south. Here we go. This is Jojo, known as the dog-faced boy, was Russian-born and a huge success with Barnum and Bailey for many years. The hair that covered his body from head to foot was silky in texture, that like a canine. I have no idea what I was saying, but I know some people are like, ugh, but I don't know. I think it's really cool. Oh, when I saw the movie came on and I turned it on TV and I was just like, I felt like I was in the Twilight Zone. I was like, is this really on television right now? Like, what is going on? So anyhow, okay, we got Miss Angela holding it down at 22. Appreciate it, lady. I'm going to go ahead and start the countdown. Hardbound, first publication, 1975, Amazon Publishing. Never heard of them. But let's do the countdown. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. Claim to fame. Look, he could get 3 poo balls in his mouth. There it is. I think it's an amazing book. All right. Thank you, Ruth the Bee, for our circus bid and Miss Angela, lady, congratulations and thank you at 22. Sideshow is coming to you, lady. I know. The black and white of it all, so good. Congratulations. I think this is a phenomenal book, Angela. Oh, girl, you went a lag, but you still good. You didn't need it. All right. Um, let's do some glass. Shouts we? I'm gonna do a choice. There's always exceptions to the rule, right? Like I traditionally am not attracted to these, but for some reason, and a lot of it had to do with the way that they were laid out when I saw them. But I love the colorways on these. So it's $18. We're gonna do it as a choice. You can choose one, two, or all three. It's totally up to you. There are no chips, there are no cracks, they're all in very good condition. But first up, we've got our hand painted blue Cobalt Fenton boot. This is signed. I'll talk to you about the signature here in a second. So you can choose between blue, you can choose the white, hand painted. Again, none of these have any chips or cracks. So blue or white. And then our third and final, quite dramatic. This one is Old Virginia. It's Fenton. Old Virginia with the daisy and button. These two have the cabbage rose. The white and the blue are in cabbage rose. And then look at that. Look at that carnival glass up back to that. I love it. Just the three of these, there was a lot more, but there was just something about the three of these. Like the combination of these, the white, the blue, and that carnival glass, I don't know. It just really spoke to me for some reason. Again, no chips, no cracks. They're approximately 5.5 inches long, each one. Okay. So let's start here. We do have our white again boot with the cabbage rose pattern. This is Fenton. It does still have its sticker. It is considered part of the Violets in the Snow collection. So you've got your purple flower, the snow obviously being the white milk glass. We do have some hand painting here on the back of the boot. And this one, of course, is signed by the artist. This one was painted by P. Fleet, Fleak. So P. Fleet on that particular one. All right. These are fabulous. All you need, honestly, is just a little tiny piece of foam, a little bit of fabric. You don't have to be super crafty, but these make for fabulous pin cushions. Right. So that is choice number one. Again, that one is Fenton with the sticker. It does have the hallmark on it right here, and it is hand signed by P. Fleek. Number two, I didn't put choice in, choice at 18. Number two is the blue. I'm not calling this the colonial blue. It's a little bit darker, right? Like it's not as vibrant as Fenton's colonial blue typically is. It's a little bit more true to like a true cobalt blue. But again, thank you, Rose's Rose. It is hand painted. I love that combination. That lilac, that celadon and jadeite green detailing on that blue, fabulous. Again, this is on the cabbage rose. We do have another hand painted detail here on the back. This one does not have the Fenton sticker. but it does have the hallmark and it does have the artisan signature. Truth be told, I cannot make out for the life of me who the artist of this particular one is. I can't read it. I'm going to hold it up here just in case maybe you all can make it out. Hand painted by S.M. Smeals, painted by S. Smeals, Meal. I can't make it out. So again, about 5.5 inches. And then our third and final one, look at that. Daisy and button pattern. This one has the cat peeking out. Okay. Look at that iridescent finish to it. Ooh, I love that. It's so sci-fi. Isn't that glorious? Now, this one, obviously, without any hand-painted details to it, does not have an artisan signature. And then we have the Old Virginia Glass Company signature on there. Not Westmoreland. There it is. So again, each one about 5.5. Oh, thank you, Joan. Thank you, Rose. I can't. I love. I mean, it's such a strange combination, but like that really, with that blue, isn't it a strange combination? But they somehow work. I think that they all really work well with one another. So you can choose, what do I have these as? Carnival, blue, or the very traditional classic violets in the snow. And choose white or whatever combination you may want. With Fenton sticker, hand painted by artist. No Fenton sticker, can't make out the artisan name. And again, Old Virginia, I call it Fenton. I know it's a different glass company, but come on, they all share the same mold. So, all right, Miss Rose's Rose is in at 23, again, about 5.5 inches from heel to toe. Okay, let's do it. So 20, I know, right, Diane? I love it. It's just an unexpected, the colors all really work well together. All right, let's do a countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. Thank you, Elle. Thank you, Rose. Miss Rose is holding it at the 23. So milk glass or just white. The cobalt, we just put in blue. And then the last but not least, thank you, Ruthie B, for our high heel. Oh, Miss Rose was going for the carnival. She just needed that carnival. Miss Rose's Rose at 23. You are getting the carnival. Oh, Michael. Now, Elle, are you interested in the cobalt or the milk glass? Oh, the baby's breath in there. That would be so cute. Something super simple, yes. It would be, I'm wondering if, like, okay, thank you so much. So we do still have the milk glass and we do have the cobalt. Was that it? It was just, oh, Joan, I'm apologize, Joan. Sorry. Well, hold on, girl. Okay, Miss Joan is getting the blue at 20. Thank you, Kim. Sorry, Joan. Okay, we do still have the white. Ooh, we do still have. What, was there somebody else? I am just so not seeing it. So we do still have the milk glass, the violets and snow milk glass. It'd be $18 if you would like the milk glass at $18. We'll turn it into a quick claim, number 10. Number 10, and you'll get the milk glass at 18. Okay. What I was gonna say, for like a collection of these, wouldn't it be cool if you had like a board, almost like a like and it had like a little lip? Oh, Marcy, you want milk glass? You got it, girl. Thank you so much. So like that it would catch the heel. So it was kind of angled a little bit so you could really see the painting of the shoes well, because I'm really not mad at them being displayed at a little bit of an angle. That would be a really cute. It would take a little engineering to kind of display them like that, but I think it could be done. Thank you, ladies. Alrighty. Okay, let's do. I'm gonna do one of is this I think this might I don't know. It's one of my favorite items of the sale. It's gorgeous. It is gorgeous. Great lines, great subject matter, phenomenal color choicing on it. I am going to start it at $30. Y'all, it is our Majolica vase. Look at that. Now, I do want to point out to you on the bottom, we do have some rough spots. Okay, there are some rough spots. This one you cannot see when it is standing. This, can you see it? Right there. You do get that nick to show right there on the front. Just so everybody knows. Peacock, just so that you know, okay, girl? But speaking of look at this. Okay, I'm gonna flip it around to the back. Oh, look at that. Oh my word. That's giving like indigo. Do you see that color? Look at the wash. You see that? Oh, the colors give me chills. Imagine that with peacock feathers in it. Look at that. Now, check this out. This is a braised, and I do believe this was carved. Okay. This pattern was carved into the ceramic, and then it was glazed with the color. Look at that. This cobalt, this indigo blue, man, does that make that floral detailing just pop out at you? But it really does help. Again, can you see the texturing on it? That was carved into it. And then you've got just like your green cluster up here. Aside from this, there's no there's no cracks in it. There's no other discernible chips in it. And the color, oh my gosh, that color gives me life. Look at that. That is stunning. So this one measures 8.5 inches tall. I did take the measurement up here to the handle, 8.5 inches on that one. So again, the only sign of condition is right here. Look at that. Look at the color. Isn't that beautiful? Get you the side profile. Where am I at? Ooh. Here we'll see the reverse. Again, lead-based glaze. That's how we get that color dip. Look at how glossy. Ooh, isn't that fabulous? Ooh, you better stop it. Yes, the contrast on it, isn't that gorgeous? Now, it does have a mold mark down here. It does say JS. I'm hesitant to call it a Joseph Sterncraft. You can see right there, it's kind of almost like in a shield. I've not known this particular mark to be done. It's traditionally with an inked stamp, but I could be wrong. Okay. And then you've got your mold number up in here. Okay. Could be, but I'm not comfortable saying it with certainty. And a lot of that is because it's got the white, the cream interior in lieu of like the turquoise interior. Look at that. Oh, I could just look at that all day. So Peacock is holding it down at 30. Again, this pattern is incised. It has been cut into the pottery and then glazed and fired. So that contrasting background color plus the carving. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm going to do the countdown. And again, the measurement is to the top of the handle here, and we are at 8.5 inches. Thank You Wings is getting in on it too. Let's do the countdown. So here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. Again, there's no cracks to it. That is our only condition. The other one right here, you don't see it. Peacock, we got ooh, ooh, ah, oh. Flower bouquet, bid end. Thank you, Ruthie B. Peacock, you got that 33 in, but girl, Wings threw in that just in case. So at 34 Wings, I think you got a phenomenal deal. I really do. Wings, congratulations and thank you. This beauty is coming to you. Yay. Okay, let's do. I'm gonna do this cutie. I don't know. I was kind of surprised. Like, he is cute. There's just no denying that it's cute. But I was surprised at how popular he was. Okay. We've got a little bear. He's vintage. He is not antique. He is made to give us more of an antique vibe, but it is from like the 80s, late 80s, early 90s. I don't have a specific date, and I'm judging it based on the company who manufactured it. But what we do have is an absolutely beautifully crafted. Look at that teddy bear. He does have his designer's initial down here on one of his paws. He is a Gantz Cottage Collectible. Gantz Cottage Collectible. He does have his little tushy tag as well as his original tag. Okay, so again, Gantz Cottage Collectible. This little sweetheart, his name is Jigsaw. Now, Jigsaw, I'm assuming, is so named because you'll see that he's got different colors of fabric. He is fully articulated, both at the hips, the shoulders, and the head can swivel for you. Look at the sweet little face. Oh my God. Little Mr. Jigsaw here. He is 12 inches when he's standing. 12 inches when he is standing. There's no rips, tears, no funky smells. Oh my word. Look at that sweetheart. You know, even if you're like an antique doll collector or teddy bear collector, I really think he would happily sit in your collection. So yeah, he's got like the lighter on his tummy, on this one. You can see he's got the darker fabric on this, kind of like a mid-tone here on this arm. That mid-tone is repeated up into his ear, part of his head here. Isn't that gorgeous? I think he is so darling. So again, it's a Gantz Cottage collectible with his original hand tag, his original little tushy tag. There's no rips, tears, stains, funky odors to them. They did do like the classic stiff hump here. It's obviously not a stiff. And then his designer's initials are right here on his little paw. But 12 inches tall. There's no interest on our little jigsaw teddy bear. We're going to set him to the side and keep moving. Well, you were cute, just not cute enough. All right. Jigsaw, jigsaw. Oh, Stephanie. Okay, I'm going to do a 10-second countdown. Only Stephanie can use for just in case. So 20 or 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And a bid. And thank you, Ruthie. He would be a darling thing to cuddle. This would be a great gift, though, too. Teddy bear bit, and thank you, Ruthie B. Stephanie girl, congratulations. Jigsaw is coming to ya. Well, I know he's going to a happy home. All right. Shall we do a little bit more religious iconography? Let's do it. Let me find where I listed it. Okay. Oh, I didn't put a price on it. All right. Next piece is a little religious decor. It does lean more into Catholicism, specifically because it is a holy water font. Okay. Now, I got to let you know, the box will be relatively small, like an 11 by 8 by 6. However, this weighs 2 pounds, 10 ounces by itself. 2 pounds, 10 ounces. Look at that. Now, it is a gilded pot metal or scrap metal. We've got our angel. Then you've got your little holy water fount where you would put your holy water. And this does or can mount to the wall. Okay. I do want to let you know at some point the wing has been resoldered. So I have a feeling this did hang, but it fell. And thankfully, somebody treasured it so much that they did resolder the wing. Okay. They did resolder her. Now you can't really tell from the front, but it has been resoldered. So again, it is a pot metal, scrap metal. It does weigh 2 pounds, right? 2 pounds, 10 inches, 2 pounds, 10 ounces. It is 9.5 inches from the bottom of the font up to her wings. It is 9.5 inches. This would be cute if you had little, like an air plant coming out, if you're like not into the holy water of it all, but you could do like a little air plant out of there. Definitely add it into, like, if you have a religious icon kind of gallery wall, this would be an excellent addition. You do have rosaries to be able to display the rosaries hanging from the font would be excellent. But again, the wing has been resoldered. Okay. Show it to you there. Show you the back. So we are at 9.5 inches long. We started her at 25. It's an excellent piece. Excellent piece. Might have been in a church, I don't know with certainty. But if we don't have any interest on her, we're going to set it to the side and keep it moving. All right. I'm gonna jump. Oh, Stephanie, girl. All right. Stephanie's interested at 25, but we're gonna do a 10-second countdown. Here we are. Do it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it be done. Ah, okay. Hold on. Holy, holy bidend. Thank you, Ruth the Bee. Stephanie, well, this is definitely going to be appreciated. So Miss Baba Earp is going to it. Don't tell her anybody. Needs to be a surprise. All right, let's do another antique. Oh, wait. Geez, Stephanie, I didn't even write you down for the bear. Rude. I'm going to do another antique. This one, she is a glorious. Oops, boop, 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 boop. We're going to start it at $20. Yeah, that is a heck of a gift. It is an antique Victorian era brooch. We got a real old clasp on this one. Check it out. Now, I can't hide it. You can see that it's got a beautiful, it is a paste glass stone. It's not a real amethyst. Obviously, we are in a square. I was tempted to almost say, oh, did they repurpose this from a sash belt into a pin? However, I do not see any soldering points that would indicate that this was a sash belt at any point. And you can see the mechanism on this. This is a very old mounting for a pin. So it all does check that it would have been a brooch and was not repurposed from a sash clip. Okay. You can see it is rectangular. Oh, geez. It is rectangular in shape. It is 2¼ inches long, 2¼ inches long, and then we are at 1 7/8 inches in diameter. Okay, gorgeous art. Look at that shine and sparkle of that amethyst. It is glass, it's not plastic. As I said, it's a paste glass. Look at that. Beautiful Art Nouveau. Gorgeous use of a lot of negative space, classic to the era. It's overly intricate, but it's not overwhelming. I will say there is one mark of patina to the piece. It is right here. You can see it right there. Hey, fatty. It is a big gal, for sure. It is definitely a big gal. But that really would be your only area of condition to the brooch. But look at that. I think it's stunning, right? This could certainly be worn. Definitely also, if you are a scarf wearer, you could turn it into a scarf clip rather than just a brooch. If anything else, it's just a stunning display piece. Look at the faceting and that amethyst. Let me see. I'm going to take the pin off so you can see. Look at the back. All of those facets just really, because again, it is glass, but it does help with a little bit more light refraction to that. It's gorgeous. The stone itself, I should have measured. Thank you, Janet. Appreciate you, girl. The stone itself, we have a diameter of 5/8, 5/8 inch diameter on just the stone. Okay. All right, Miss Susan. Hey, Miss Susan, how you doing? Miss Susan is in it at 22. Stunning brooch. Look at that. I love it. Where am I at? It is again 2¼ inches long, 2¼ inches long, and it is 1 7/8 inches wide. 1 7/8 inches wide. Thank you, ladies, both for your bids. It's a big one. Let's do the countdown. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. Hey, Nettie girl, how you doing? That's a treat. That is a treat. I mean, that's a presentation piece if you got your jewelry collection. Oh, Miss Janet. Well, I sure do appreciate you. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B, for our fleur de flower bid, and I appreciate you. Miss Susan, yep, Miss Susan D, girl, 31. Congratulations and thank you. Where am I at? It is coming to ya. I gotta get you written down, girl. Bloop. Gotcha. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? I'm gonna do some books. Let's do 2 books. Okay, I got this one. I've held on to this one for a hot second, but we're gonna let it go at this point. Because do I have an obsession with books? Well, yes, I do. Don't judge me. Go ahead and judge me. I don't care. 25. This is what we're starting our next book off at. Now, there is some age to it, but oh man. Okay. It is published in 1877. 1877. Plain maroon back. Okay. Plain maroon back, hardbound. Okay. You can see your spine here. We've got a little bit of gold gilding up here. There is some wrinkling that you're going to see on the spine. Now, there is some splitting to the spine. However, the pages, they're not shaken. In other words, they're not falling from the binding. It's more like splitting to the paper. I'm going to show you the split, which is right here. Do note it hasn't gone all the way through the binding. Hey, Rob Hawkins, how you doing? Hi. So there is your damage. Are you ready? Look at the cover. It's entitled Gathering or The Gathering of the Lilies. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Now you can see this band of discoloration. Not entirely sure what that would have been from, but it is there. Okay, with gorgeous gold gilding. Again, 1877. This has 4 colored lithographs. The rest of the illustrations are in black and white. Here's one of your color illustrations. Can you see that? Look at that. All of your little fairies and the lilies. Is that not fabulous or what? Now, they are poems. Each poem is set off by an illustration. So you've got a gorgeous canary yellow background. You're going to find that the ladies are all kind of like fairies and set with flowers, lilies in particular. Now there would have been like a vellum paper right here that's missing. Some of the vellum is missing, not on everyone. You can kind of see up here in this corner, there's a remainder of the vellum. Isn't that great? It's just the subject matter of this. Here we've got the vellum is included. Again, that was just to prevent the ink from burning into the page above it. But every poem has its own little lily fairy lady. Peacock, it is 1877, published in 1877. Thank you, Minx. Kim, thank you. It's just exceptional. Now, as I said, you can kind of see where the illustrations are. Oh, this one is me. Yeah. I love that. So good. But we do have other colored. I don't want to fold the tissue. I'll show you. This one. Look at this lily. Look at that. Ooh. Stunning. Simple, beautifully executed. That was the Easter lily. Then we have, oh, look at this. It is. I mean, the subject matter is quite exceptional. Here's another, oh, here's Jesus. Fisha. Okay, again, it was Gathering of the Lilies, published in 1877. Again, we do have a split right here to the cover. It does not, again, affect the binding of the pages. As you can see, there is going to be like some boxing, but overall, it is in excellent condition, especially for its age. And again, we started at 25, but there's no interest on that. So we'll set that to the side. Okay, let's do another book. Why not? This one is an antiques children's book. This one is published in 1902. 1902. I'm going to start this one off at $18. It is Sleeping Beauty. Now, there is a little nick out of the cover right down here. That's really your condition issue. Right there is the nick. Well, Al Carver, guess what? This one is so good. Look at the vibrancy of that color. Isn't that gorgeous? Again, this is 1902, an abbreviated version of Sleeping Beauty, or their own version. It is from Homewood Publishing Company, which I've never heard of them. Homewood Publishing Company. Look at these illustrations. And there is still a shine. Gosh, it's gorgeous. It's not a huge book, but golly, is it done well. Look at that. We're almost at the end. Look at here, they're getting married. How beautiful. Again, it's the artwork, and really, especially with a lot of these, antique books, especially when they do them in the color, they're just so vibrant and saturated. And then there's your back. So again, not a huge book, but gosh dang, The Sleeping Beauty, like the more well-known, The Sleeping Beauty, Alice in Wonderland, the Snow White, Cinderella of it all. Those ones have a tendency to be because they're more universally recognized. But even if you don't recognize the title, I really do encourage you to check out the interior because you just never know what that artwork is going to look like. All right, Miss R.L. Carver's holding it at 18. Again, 1902 from Homewood Publishing. Let's do the countdown. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid ends. Got you 25, Carver. You're just in case. Rosebud bid end. Thank you, Ruthie B. Carver girl, congratulations and thank you. At 18, Sleeping Beauty is coming to you. Thank you. All right. Um, you know what? Books don't be seeming to be too popular, but I do have two more. So we're just going to go ahead and knock those two out. Okay, next book. Next book. Hold on, y'all. Because I have an obsessive amount of these. I can feel good about letting some of these go, but it is one of my personal favorite children's authors and illustrators. It is Mr. Palmer Cox. Now, Palmer Cox is, of course, most well known for his brownies books, but he didn't do, hey, Misty, he didn't just do brownies. He did do other books. This is one of them. This is the Funny Stories and Funny People. Look at that. Now, it's relatively plain with regards to spine, definitely plain here on the back. You got like that tritone here on the front. And this one is published, did I say it's 1905 on this one? But again, it's written and illustrated. Oh no, it's multiple with 150 illustrations by J.G. Francis, J.C. Shepard, F.J. Merrill, Palmer Cox, George Barnes, and others. But it does open, check this out, with, oh, look at that. It's like Huckleberry Finn is a frog. So it's not black and white. Keep in mind this page is a little loose. But then you've got like the red. This is Palmer Cox. Again, more Palmer Cox. And I love the fact that they use like the blue and the red. I believe there's orange in here. So it's not just like your standard black and white. There's a little bit of vibrancy to it. Look at it. So it was kind of like an inexpensive way to get some color in without being full color. Look at it. Oh, did I not put it in? Yeah, I started it at 20. I started it at 20. So I love this crow. Like the priests, look at over here, the little snapping beetles. Who will make a shout so cost? Oh, this is Cock Robin. This is Cock Robin. If you don't know the story of Cock Robin, it ends quite tragically. So it's a collection of short children's stories. There are other illustrators in here. Again, 1905, funny stories about funny people. They're all like anthropomorphic in here. Look at the hippos. But no interest on that one. I'm going to set that to the side too. And I'm going to try the last book. This one is entitled Art Song. It is in a stitched, or I should say tied, embossed leather cover, front and back. We will try this one at 20. So now this one does have what appears to be like some heat damage up here at the top. You see it there. And it is also on the back. So it's embossed with like these Japanese, what? Um, it does have like these Japanese fans. This is real leather. Okay. It is real wet leather. It is aged too, by the way. So we do have this, which clearly looks like heat or scorch marks, and also on the front. It actually does not smell burnt. It smells like maple syrup. I have no idea. I'm just reporting. So here you can see the stitching. Whoops, over here. Marcy, you want the book, The Funny People? Marcy, if you want Funny People, just confirm for me and I'll write you down for it. But this one, I don't have the date. Okay, the one with the cock robin. Yeah, that's the funny stories. All right, so Marcy, I got you for funny stories. Funny stories featuring cock robin. You got it, Marcy. Thank you. Look at this. It's Treasury of Art and Song. Okay. Now on the interior, this page should be glued. You can see the raw edge of the leather back here, but it is separated. Okay, so there is that condition issue. Like I said, I don't have the date on this particular one. You can see there is signs of age. So I don't know, maybe it wasn't fire, maybe it's some kind of water damage, but I kid you not, it smells like maple syrup. So I guess there is a strange odor, though not strange. Strange that it smells like maple syrup, but these are short poems with illustrations, every page. Like I said, I don't have a copyright on this particular one. These, look at how, oh, does it not look like they are glowing? These are stunning. It's like there is a light behind them. It is gilded, so you do have the gold gilding. The paper is quite thick on these. This is a little bit of an odd shape. Look at this. I just think they're beautiful. And again, this is the fairy is what this one's entitled. What? Snacks. Snacks. Okay. Oh, they're beautiful. Another one. But again, just so you get it, it's rectangular in shape. This would make an excellent coffee table. Oh, okay. I thought I snapped it. Look at that. I wonder if that's what this was like a little. It's like an OG coffee table or sofa table book. Me and myself. You want pancakes? We'll go get them. I don't mind a pancake. They're not too hard to make. Okay, so we don't have any interest on that one, so I'm going to set that to this. This over here, and this here, you and you. Jeez. Let me get myself situated, okay? Okay. Let's do a tiny treasure. Can you get the Gathering of the Lilies books? Yes, you can. As a matter of fact, Melinda. Oh, you like now? See, the crepes are going to be a little bit more technically challenging. Got to get them nice and thin and smooth them out. Thank you, Melinda. I'm going to get myself resituated. Miss Melinda, she out here causing all the chaos. So, Melinda, I got you down for that one. I got to switch the piles. We got an unfold pile. We're going to take it there. Okay, let's see here. Ooh, y'all. I'm going to do Tiny Treasure. Tiny Treasure. Okay. And I am going to start it. I am asking 20 to start on this one. I will, if anybody is interested in the winner, you can let me know, but I did leave it on there. It does have what appears to be its original price tag. If you would prefer, I will be happy. I am happy, pardon me, to take it. My gosh, to take it off for you. You know what it is from that, don't you? That's right. It's a Russian lacquer box. It's a tiny. It's 1 1/8 inches tall. 1 1/8 inches tall. Okay. It is 2.5 inches long, 2.5 inches long, and it is 2 3/4 inches wide. 2 3/4 inches wide. Like I said, it does have its original sticker on there. I left it on there because it is technically original to the piece. But if anybody is interested and they do win it, I can take that off, or you can take it off. It's entirely up to you. Okay. What we have, there it is. Isn't that lovely? Now it's not a traditional flat surface to it. You can see on the profile here, it's got that little abrased oval on it, kind of like a cameo-esque effect to it. Obviously hand painted. You do have your artisan signature right down here underneath the oval. Aren't they gorgeous? I love these. And the smaller they are, the more that I like them. And of course, you got that little red interior to it. It is wood. It is highly lacquered, so you got a gorgeous glossy finish to it. And if you didn't know, these do in fact glow, but it's just because of the finish to it. A lot of like antique furniture, staircases here at the inn. If you shine a UV flashlight on it, they glow bright green. So this one will fluoresce for you also. Okay, but there is your subject matter. Gorgeous winter scene. These are traditionally painted with like Russian folklore and or Russian historical events. I don't know this particular story. I know, I love that blue and white. Of course, all of the detailing, all of this done by hand. So as I said, it is a tiny one, and I love the tiny ones the most. So you are at, like I say, 1 1/8 inches tall. It's 2.5 inches long, and then you are at 2 3/4 inches wide. 2 3/4 inches wide. Okay. Little hand painted Russian box. If nobody is interested in our Russian box, oh, Miss Gutierrez is coming in at 20. Appreciate you, lady. I'm going to go ahead and do the countdown. So here we go: 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I've said this before and I'll say it again. Like this one's still tacky, this residue. So it's not that big. Ooh, Miss Joan is sneaking in there. So this isn't that big of a deal, but if you have, obviously it depends on the surface. You can't use it on everything. But Windex, you spray that Windex on even like the old ones. But if it's just, ooh, it's just not coming off for you and it's tacky, the Windex, right? It's something that I think most of us have lying around the home. You just let that sit on there. I mean, seriously, like a minute. And it just, I don't know. I think is it the ammonia in it? Well, there's our tiny t-shirt bid and snipity sniping. Miss Debbie, I do appreciate it. Miss Joan, lady at 25. Congratulations and thank you. The lacquer box is coming to you, lady. You want me to take that off for you? You want me to take that off? Okay. I think, if I'm correct, I think I only have 3 rounds left. Let's go ahead and do. Well, Paul, I sure appreciate you coming back in. Thank you. Um, we're gonna do a joint. Where did I put it on? Oh, I'm just giving the deal today. $18 choice. Yeah. All right. They are both Victorian milk glass shakers. They're in the white. Okay. I usually have a pretty easy time identifying the manufacturer and pattern, but for some reason I could not identify them. I could say that they're Cambridge, but I don't know that for sure. But we have got our first one. Here are your choices. I'll just show you both. You got short and squatty, and then you got the tall one. So those are your two choices. Clearly, oh, they are getting washed out. We have two different shapes, but we have two very different patterns. Now, this milk glass does not glow. They were UV tested. Did you see that horsefly just fly by? Mhm. So those are your choices. Now, there's no chips or cracks to the shakers. They both have their original pores on there. There is roughness, which again, these were not finished, so they didn't grind and polish them. So do keep that in mind. It's part of their nature. They are threaded and fully functional. You can turn these make for amazing stick pin or hat pins. Again, rough. Thank you, Nikimas. So you can stick your stick pins, your hot pins in there. It's a great way to display those. So first one, our short and stout, it's a fleur-de-lis. It's a fleur-de-lis pattern. Let me turn the light off. Maybe, there we go. We won't get so blown out. There we go. I think we can see that a little bit better. There is an inclusion in here. It ain't coming out. Okay? That ain't coming out. Our fleur-de-lis is 2 3/4 inches tall. Fleur-de-lis is 2 3/4 inches tall. Okay? So that is choice one, fleur-de-lis, or just fleur. Then our other one, our taller one, coming in at 3 1/4 inches. Look at the little bow on it. Now there are two bow patterns, both on the front and the back, or side to side, whichever, whatever. You've got some nice little scallop detailing down here. And you've got little beads up at the top. So again, the glass themselves, no chips. There's no unintended chips or cracks to it. Again, the tops are rough. It's kind of just to be expected. It didn't occur because of age. It just occurred because they didn't grind and polish them, because they were like, well, who's going to see that? I mean, and I guess that's true, right? So we've got the bow tie or the bow. And again, that comes in at 3 1/4. Okay. Pattern is front and back or side to side. Or you can do our short and stout. This is 2 3/4, and this is the fleur-de-lis. Okay. And Nikki Moss, she's in it at 18. It'll be for choice, one or both. Well, let's do the countdown. Here we go. So 20, 19, 18, wow, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And so bow or fleur. I love that sound. Salt and pepper. Salt and pepper's bad. One, 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 two, three, two. What a man, what a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man. Yes, he is. What you worry about my life? Don't you got nothing to do? Then worry about my life. Check it. I can't do nothing, girl, without somebody's sweat. All right, Nikki Moss. Congratulations and thank. Oh, well, she said both. Okay. Don't you got nothing to do? Worry about my friend. Check it. I can't do nothing. Go with that. I used to think that it was me, but now I see I wasn't. They told me to change, call me names, so popcorn opinions are like assholes, and everybody start one. Oh no, that don't make me. Okay. Nick Moss, congratulations, girl. Ooh. One, 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 one. Do 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 do. Anyhow, last two rounds, and both of the last two rounds are antique glass. All right. Come on, Kim, get down. Pop it. Hey. Ooh. This is a twofer, so you're going to get both. Yes, you are. Do, do, do. This is for both pieces. Well, and we're gonna do a little something. So the glass is the same. It's chocolate milk glass. It's chocolate slide glass. Okay, Kim, come on, come on, come on. It's chocolate slide glass, but they're made from different companies. Okay. Neither of the pieces have any chips or cracks to them. Okay, we don't want ampersand, we want dollar. And I'm gonna start, you get both pieces, and you're gonna start it at 15. It's the chocolate slide glass. Now, the first one, this is, most people are gonna say, oh, it's Fenton, it's agave cactus. Yes, it is in fact agave cactus, but it is not from Fenton. It is from Greentown Glass, Indiana. Okay, so you do have the chocolate milk glass. It is the agave cactus pattern, but this was not from Benton. This is Greentown, Indiana glass. This is a berry bowl. So once upon a time, at your proper setting, your berries would have been placed in here. Your strawberries, your blueberries, your raspberries, your blackberries. So this was your berry bowl. All right. It's absolutely darling. Yeah, look at that. That's good. Now you can see there's like some scratch marks in there. So it very, very likely was in fact used to serve the berries. It is, or buttermints. I mean, how darling is this for your fall decor? Or if you just like your more natural tones. The berry bowl, it's 1 7/8 inches tall. 1 7/8 inches tall. And then you have a diameter on this one at 4 inches. There is a diameter at 4 inches on that. So that is piece numero uno. Piece numero two is, in fact, look at this. Look at the interiors on these. Look at how well this is placed. Now, it was done intentionally where you have the rises a little bit lighter because look, when you flip it, you see the pattern. Look at the base to this. This gorgeous holly and ivy pattern to it. This is from Vogelsong. The glass manufacturer on this particular piece is Vogelsong. But again, it is your chocolate slag. Look at that. So the one fits right inside of the other, of course. Gorgeous little thinger. So berry bowl, what do you think this was? This is actually part of a set. It is missing its lid. There would have been a domed lid on this one, and it actually was the base to butter. So this technically is a butter dish, but it is missing its domed lid. Okay. And just so you can check out that pattern, again, you've got that holly and ivy in each of these. Look at how controlled. Each of the little hobnails has the cream in it. Again, look at that. So gorgeous. This one, again, it's Vogelsong is the manufacturer of this one. It is 1 1/4 inches tall, 1 1/4 inches tall. And you have a diameter on that at 7 inches, a 7 inch diameter on that. So you've got the Vogelsong butter plate, missing the lid. And then you've got the Greentown pinwheel, pinwheel turning. Ooh, caramel creams in these would be lovely. You could put your caramel creams in there, and then your cowtails in that one. Good old cowtails. So yes, you do get both. We started it for one monies. We started it at, I don't know, $15. Oh, Kim, go ahead, girl. She gonna mix it in with her salt. It's the agave. Is that what it's doing it for you? So you do get both. And I'm gonna go ahead and start the countdown. Miss Kim's in at 15. Appreciate you. Let's do it. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Look at that base. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. and the bid end. I thought it would be really cool with this because this is so exceptional. Okay. You flip it over and use it as a riser. I mean, this pattern on the bottom, I love it so. You could just flip it upside down and then, oh my God, you could almost, if you found the right cleage, imagine this is a base to a cleage. Oh, so good. Caramely pancakes and syrup. Bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. Well, Kim Girl, $15. Sister, it's coming to ya. Okay. Where am I at? What? Wee! Oh, Graph? Oh, girl. Oh, Kim, forget it. You ain't getting it, woman. Graph. Graph is gonna. Uh, uh. She's gonna get it at 18. Go ahead, Miss Graph. Congratulations and thank you. It's coming to you, lady. Well, speaking of Graph, we've got Graph's favorite color, or one of Graph's favorite colors. It's green. One of my personal favorite colors, too. Green. I love green. Ready for it? Did I start at $18? There's no chips, there's no cracks to it. It is gloriously old in all of its imperfections, and we'll talk about that here in just a second. But there are no chips, there are no cracks, and I've lost my place. It is 6.5. No, it's not. Wait, oh, I see what happened. I wrote Stephanie's name in the wrong spot, so I didn't forget. I just put it in the spot. Bam. Depression, this does not glow. Okay, it doesn't glow, but it is a gorgeous green depression glass and cornucopia. You can call it the victory horn. I'm calling it just the cornucopia. A lot of people will just call it the horn. But look at that. Now, it's glorious imperfections. Let me see if I can get it here. There's tons of straw marks in there. There's lovely rippling, there's air bubbles. It just is something that really speaks to its age. Does that not look like a sour apple Jolly Rancher? But it doesn't glow. It doesn't glow in UV light. I mean, it glows beautifully with natural light behind it or in front of it. But no, it does not. It doesn't have your wing. There's no crazy chemical in there. Look at that. I love it so. So, you have, there you go. Will this fit on here? Yeah. The green and the browns. Love it. You'll know with the gold and the black, you better stop it. Just imagine a little black with that. Oh, it's gorgeous. Gorgeous. This is blue, but not black, but I'm obsessed. So again, we are at 6.5 inches tall, but yeah, there is no glow. Look at that. No chips or cracks, but there are straw marks. So there is rippling that you're going to see in the glass, like right here. You can see a ripple mark. There's air bubbles you'll see in there. Again, just an indication of age. I think it's exceptional. Okay. And I don't know, what did I start it at? 18? Nobody's interested? 6.5 inches? Just not impressed with it anymore, are we, ladies? All right. No chips or cracks, green hand vase started at 18. There's no interest. I'm going to set it to the side. It's gone. It's gone. Salt and pepper, and we're in effect. 11122 check. All right, that's it. That's the end of the sale. Okay, bye, guys. Thank you, Ruthie B, so much for being here and helping me out on today's sale. It is greatly appreciated. Lady, you always rock it. I'm going to give a huge shout out to Miss Karen Gillette, to Miss Kim, Miss Desert Gal Curious. Ladies, thank you so much for being here to help me moderate today's sale. I really do appreciate it. You all do such a phenomenal job. Trying not to sneeze. I want to thank all of you that have been able to stay with me throughout the course of the sale. And of course, anybody that was able to join live, anybody that was able to be here with me today live, I greatly appreciate it. I'm going to give a huge shout out to all of you that do watch this sale on replay, especially if you've made it this far. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys so very much. I really do appreciate it. Let's see. So, new video will be out tomorrow. It's going to be a shopping video. It'll be a shopping video. We're going to go back shopping. We're going to find some stuff. So do be on the lookout for that. Of course, all of the packing and invoicing will be done tonight. So keep your eyes peeled for that if you did purchase something today. I will be back next Tuesday at 1 p.m., God willing. Yeah, I hope that you guys all have a great weekend. Um, I would just say this. I just think that there's a lot of crazy stuff kind of going on in the world today. I don't think that's really lost on anybody. And I think that the most important thing is to remember that people are people regardless of where they live. And I just say, whether it's through faith, whether it's through humanity, always try to lead with grace and understanding. I know that and for me, even for me, that sometimes we can get caught up in our preconceived notions of the way that people are, or, oh, they believe that, or oh my gosh, I don't understand that. So I would just encourage you, if there are answers that you seek, to seek them out, find those answers, and just try to lead with grace and compassion. Um, because life is already hard enough. The last thing we need to do is to make it even more difficult for anybody, ourselves included. So I hope that you guys take a little bit of time, throw up some prayers, throw up some good vibes, and you know what? Let's just all. I know it sounds so cliche, but let's just hope for some peace and prosperity for all, and not just some of us, regardless of where we live. And I think that that's the biggest thing. I think that if there was equitable prosperity for people across the globe, much of the conflicts that we see would not be occurring. But unfortunately, that's not the case. And I think it's incredibly important to remember that the vast majority of us exist within a boat of our own, and there is just a hand select few that reside in the other. And I think it's just incredibly important for us not to get swept up in the judgments of the people that we are in the boat together with, and to remember that we are literally all in this together. So I hope you guys have a great weekend and some food for thought. I know I've been doing a lot of thinking about it, and I've been doing a lot of research on it, because I think that it's incredibly important to make informed decisions and to know the facts before we get caught up in our feelings. God knows I am guilty of that. So yeah, and I have to say it's incredibly interesting too at that. But all right, y'all. Peace and prosperity to you out there. And I hope to see you guys next Tuesday. Bye, guys. And remember, until then, the shit real good. Do, do, do.